Hello, welcome to our new set of lessons. This time it's about flowcharts. So a flowchart, what is a flowchart? A flowchart is a way of visually showing a set of instructions and is particularly useful when instructions branch. Now by branch it means take different directions depending on different situations, but this is a basic, very basic flowchart showing you how to make a sandwich. So you have the start box, you take 2 slices of bread, you put butter on both slices of bread, put ham and cheese onto 1 slice of bread, put the other slice of bread on top, cut the sandwich, and then finish. So that's a really basic flow chart. There's no branching there because there's no decisions that need to be made for this sandwich. You just go from start to finish without stopping. Here is a very complicated flow chart about trying to figure out what type of animal a certain animal is. So you start at the top. Does the animal have a skeleton inside the body? If yes, you go down this branch. If no, you go down here. So if the answer was no, then it's an insect. If it's yes, you might then get asked this question: does your animal have wings? If yes, it goes down here. If no, it goes that way. So let's say it does have wings. Does it have feathers? And if the answer is yes, then it's a bird. If it's no, then it must either be, well, if it has wings but no feathers, the only animal that does that is a bat, apparently. I'm not sure how accurate this chart is, but let's assume it's correct. Does it have wings? If the answer was no. Does your animal lay eggs? If the answer was no, go down this way. Does your animal's baby drink milk from a mother? If it's yes, then it's a mammal, although they spot mammal wrong there, but we have to forgive them for that. And so on. That's the basic idea of a flowchart. This is a much more complicated one about deciding what kind of animal you're looking at. So you will have seen on both of the flowchart examples here different shaped boxes, and those boxes have different meanings or different uses. This one here is actually not fully complete, but basically, if you have this kind of rectangular shape with curved ends, it's called a terminator, and you use it at the start and finish of your flowchart. So that's what I've done here: start and finish. If you have, if you're doing something. So you're, for example, buttering the bread. It's called a process, and we put it in a rectangular box. If you're making a decision, we put it in this diamond-shaped box, or this sort of rhombus on the side shaped box here. So I didn't have any decisions in here, so I didn't have any of those decision boxes. On here, you do have a decision when you're being asked to decide, answer a question. Basically, does the animal have a skeleton? If the answer is yes, you go this way. No, you go that way. Then you have what we call a data box, which we didn't see in any of our examples. Well, it will come up later. A data box is for when you want to take some kind of information into a system, such as if you were needing to find out somebody's age. So if you'd ask them their age, you would store it in a data box. Don't worry about that for now. We will come to that in a later lesson. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to try and make a flowchart for cooking popcorn. Here's a written set of instructions of how to cook popcorn in a microwave, but we're going to make a flowchart of this. Now, to make a flowchart, I'm going to need you to use a website that you've not used before. The website we're going to use is called LUCIDCHART.com, and it's something we've not used before, but it is free with our Microsoft email addresses that you have at school. So if you follow my instructions, I'll show you how to use it. So you can either type in LUCIDCHART at the top here, or you can Google LUCIDCHART. So LUCIDCHART, LUCIDCHART, and press enter, and then click on this one here where it said LUCIDCHART. And it will take you to this screen. Then you want to click sign up for free. Now this is going to give us a 30-day free trial of this, which is perfect for what we want to do with it. So you're going to click sign up, and then it's going to ask you to sign up for free like this. But what we're actually going to do is to click here, sign up with Office 365. So when you get to this screen, it will either ask you to, if you've been using Microsoft Office 365 on your computer, you should already have the option to click it. If not, you just click add another account. Then if you enter your password, and on this screen you can just press accept, And on this screen, when it asks what your profession is, you can click, you can go into education and press student, and how will you primarily be using it? You'll be using it to build, and we will go with flows and sequences here. Now once you've done that, you should be looking at a page similar to this. It may not be completely the same because I've already started using it and it changes once you start using it. But basically what you're looking for is something at the side here that either says plus or plus new, like you can see on my screen. Basically we're trying to create a new flowchart. So press plus and we want a blank document. You'll get a loading screen like this or something similar to this, and we've got an area here where we're going to create our flowchart. Now, at the side here, you can see some of the shapes and more than we had on our PowerPoint at the start, because these are more complicated things which we're not going to go into at the moment. But we want to have to start with our terminator. So we're going to, you click and hold, drag it in, and it will bring in terminator, and we'll call this one start. Now, for making our popcorn, what's the first thing we need to do? So let's refer back to, let's actually look at the instructions we were given here. So remove plastic wrapper, unfold popcorn bag, place in the center of the microwave with the correct side up as indicated on the bag. So let's create a shortened version of that in LUCIDCHART. Now it's a process, it's something we're doing, so I'm going to put across a process box, and in that process box I'm going to write unwrap So I've got unwrap plastic and, remove plastic and unfold packet. Now we're going to move on to our next process, which will be place in the center of the oven, or microwave, sorry. Okay, so we have our first few boxes here. Now we're going to connect them with some arrows. Now what you'll see is if you take your mouse around the edges, you'll see these dots highlight themselves. So from the start one, make sure your mouse is, if you drag it around, you'll see some red dots. And when one appears, in fact, I'm going to go that way. Oops. To make a mistake, click it and press delete. I'm actually going to space these out a bit to make it a bit easier to connect them. So when you've got the red dot, can you see how my mouse is slightly underneath the dot to get the red arrow? I'm going to drag it down. You can drag a kind of direction, or one with the, it changes direction, but we want to go straight in like that. And if I drag this back up, it should auto change that one. Go to this dot here, drag down to there, and we can, oops, delete that one. And then come to here and drag it up. And we can get this all nicely lined up. There we go. I'm going to do 2 spaces there, place in the center of the microwave. So let's refer back to our instructions to see what to do next. So place in the center of the microwave with the correct side up as indicated on the bag, and then set the power on high for 4 minutes. So another process, so we're going to drag it across, so you need to click and hold, drag it, and then go. So turn on the microwave to full power and set the timer for 4 minutes. Now if you've ever cooked microwave popcorn before, you'll know that you don't just set it for 4 minutes and walk away. You have to stand next to the popcorn to make sure it doesn't get burnt. So we're going to have a decision box in a minute. So let's go back to the instructions. It says, do not leave unattended while popping. Stay and listen. Popping times vary from 2 to 4 minutes. 1 to 2 minutes for mini bags. For best results, stop microwaving when popping slows to 2 to 3 seconds between pops. Overcooking may cause scorching. So we need to make a decision here. We need to make a decision box. And what we're going to be saying is, we're going to be asking ourselves, are the pops between 1 and 2 seconds or less than 1 and 2 seconds? And when they reach that point, if the answer is yes, they've got pops are only happening 1 or 2 seconds, and we turn the microwave off. If the answer is no, then we carry on and we let the microwave carry on powering itself. So I'm going to drag a decision box in, and my decision box is going to say, are the pops only every 2 seconds? So that means when you hear a pop, is it 2 seconds before another pop? So I'm going to drag that more centrally. Narrow down. I've not done that properly. So we're going to have yes and no. So underneath I'm going to say for yes. So I'm going to go here, get that pink, get that dot. And I've not lined this up very well. Drag it to there, we go. And then drag this up. Okay, so if the answer is yes, the pops are every 2 seconds, then turn off microwave. If the answer was no, then we're going to let the microwave carry on. So I'm going to drag this box over here, and if we drag this across, it should automatically say no. You can actually change that text to whatever you like, but we do want no. So if the answer was no, then we're going to leave microwave on. But we need to then stay next to it and check to see, are the pops going every 2 seconds? So even though we're leaving it on, we now need to continue checking to see sorry, let me do that bit again because I rushed that bit. We need to keep, if we have left the microwave on, we need to keep checking to see if the pops every 2 seconds. So we're going to take a line from here. So we just click it, drag it across, and it will automatically do that for you to there. Okay, so what that does is it goes, so we turn the microwave on to full power, set the timer for 4 minutes, but we don't leave it for 4 minutes. We come down here and we check, are the pops every 2 seconds? And if the answer is no, we're going to leave the microwave on, but we're going to come back round and go, are the pops every 2 seconds? And no. So we leave the microwave on. Are they every 2 seconds? And when they are every 2 seconds, yes, that's when we turn the microwave off. And then you want one more saying, take popcorn out of the oven or microwave. And then after that, we have finished. So we're going to bring a terminator box down like this. Oops, so click that, delete, didn't mean to do that. And I'll drag this, no, sorry, doing that wrong. I have to click the box to get these blue lines outside, then drag it across and say finish. Oops, done that again, finish. And then we're going to join everything up with arrows, so there. There. Not doing this very well, but you get the idea. And then join from there to there. And you have a basic flowchart for cooking microwave popcorn.